let's ride together. We can take the world now. Let's move together. We can spread the world now. Take you all over this globe and the end now. Aye, aye, aye. Together we can grow, we can climb the ladder. Together we can build, we be strong forever. Together we can fly, this battle is over. Aye, aye. We just take a bloody Hakuna Matata. We celebrated the world is forever.
Owo is a town in the present Ondo state of Nigeria. The city of Owo lies halfway between the cities of Ife and Benin, about 140 miles away from Benin City on the eastern border of Yoruba land. The people of Owo were said to have migrated from the city of Ile-Ife to the present location in about 1100 AD. Another source of oral history said that it was one of the sons of the gods who founded the city of Ile-Ife that founded the city of Owo. As a result of this relationship, the city of Ile-Ife seems to have a strong influence on the city of Owo. By the end of the middle of the 15th century, Owo town had come under the influence of the Benin Kingdom. Thus, Owo became influenced by several factors. The houses of Owo people have fluted walls like the people of Benin. The religious activities of the Benin and Owo people are similar, as the Owo people perform the same ritual of Igwe like the Benin. The royal regalia is common in both cities, and for their traditional rulers, the Oba of Benin and the Olowo of Owo use the same type of ceremonial sword that has a looped handle. The influence on Owo is clearly seen on some of their artworks. The styles of their sculptures are the same, but their ivory carvings are difficult to distinguish which city has them. The beautiful part of Owo town is that their culture is preserved in the famous Owo Museum. The Owo Museumm was founded in 1968 to accommodate the antiquities which were formerly in the Olowo Palace. The museum contains significant archaeological artifacts and ethnographic materials discovered in the Owo area.
The people of Owo maintained their sovereignty over the centuries, despite their being interposed with two great kingdoms, the Ile-Ife and Benin Kingdom. The Owo Museum of Antique portrays a rich historical and archaeological artifacts which depicts the early life of generation gone by. The Owo Museum is the historical link between the people, their past and their ancestors. So today we will be taking a look at this archaeological artifact. Join me as we see the museum.
You are welcome to the gallery of the National Museum, Owo. In the gallery here we have ethnographic and archaeological finds from Owo, Benin and Ife. We are trying to showcase the need for peaceful coexistence among the cultures, even beyond that. Because if those three cultures are having almost the same artifacts and the culture, so to say, in general, it shows that they must have been having cultural contact. So there is need for us to continue and to live together as one. So we are using this exhibition to propagate the gospel of amity, unique coexistence.
Unity.
Unity.
Between the
Among Ife, Benin and Owo. Okay, so the first section here is about early civilization. And the theme of this gallery is Binding Ties in Nigeria Unity, the place of Owo. The first showcase here is talking about a cheta, the kind of cheta our forebears were living in. They were not living under this kind of roofed shelter. They were staying inside caves and, under caves and holes. So it was this story that Professor Toscan Shaw had in the early 60s that made him to visit Iweleru, where this rock shelter is situated. Iweleru is situated after Akure township. Put number 3 and 4 there. They are the skeletal remains of the oldest Numan that lived some 12,000 years ago.
Wow.
Within that premises.
Wow.
We have stone calls of different forms. They fashion these to different patterns to make ends meet. For example, they use them for hunting. They use them for farm implements. Number 8 there is stone axe. Before the advent of the iron age, they were using stone for different works. For example, this is stone axe. You use it to split things. So it wasn't the white man that brought socialization to the black race. They were making ends meet with what they had around them.
At those times.
Yeah. We're talking about development. Over here we have terracotta finds. These are terracotta from Nok. This is from Ife. We are exhibiting and applauding the creativity of our forebears and the ingenuity. You see, before the white man, came, or without the influence of the white man, our forebears can put all this together. And they still went a step forward to preserve the life, to extend the lifespan by firing it. You see, it shows that they were great in their own technology. So development of agriculture in Nigeria was further boosted by the coming of iron and the flourish of artistic creativity. So which was given expression by the creators of Nok culture and Ife. If Nok culture is the oldest culture, it has been in existence since 900 BC. You see, it flourished between 900 BC to 500 AD. All the objects on display here were excavated from a sacred grove called Igbolaja. Owo is synonymous with a festival called Igogo Festival. The story actually started at about 1345 AD during the reign of the ninth Olowo for Obanengeje. He doubled as an hunter. He was married. He had many wives or oloris. Then one day when he went out on a hunting expedition, he came across a pretty woman called Oronshe. Yeah, the beauty actually attracted him to make overshoe. And afterwards, he brought the Oronshe to the palace, and he replaced the Oronshe with 2 women for the husband because Oronshe was already married. And meanwhile, this woman had 3 taboos that should not be broken in her presence. One, history says you don't drop wood headlong on the ground. Nor could you, neither could you grind something like okra on grinding stone or mortar, nor splash water on water in her presence. So one day, while their husband was away, they broke the taboos. And the woman was not angry, she fled the palace. She was angry, she fled the palace. At the time the thing came, they organized a search party to fetch her. This is the search party, they are called Ubama. So they went after her and caught up with her at this sacred grove called Igbolaja. History has it that it was forbidden for anybody to touch the wife of a king. She now told them to go back to the husband. So that every month of September, Owo, the Olowo, should come to where she was, where they met her to perform sacrifice. So the sacrifice have been taking place all this while. Those days history has it they were using human being. So among objects excavated from there by Professor Ekweyo, that you are seeing Professor Ekweyo, died about 2 years ago, thereabout. Fossil remain of human bones, Yeah. Then others are these terracotta heads, similar to that we saw over there, Tomife. So we are trying to say if in our own locality here, or locality here, this terracotta similar to that of Ife are excavated or in common use like the Ife, it shows that there must have been cultural contact. So hence the need for us to live together without any, xenophobia or segregation. So this is the groove, the spot where the trench where the excavation took place. And this is the Olowo. It will come out in woman hairdo during the festival. It is all about a woman, the 85 queen, that departed from the palace.
So this is him during the ceremony.
Yeah.
So he has to make his hair like a woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have these are the Ugbama, like I did say initially. They will every month of September they come out to reenact the sash.
The search party. I'm seeing ladies here.
They are, part of the festival. Maidens, that is undefiled ladies, or I don't know.
Virgin.
They are virgin. During their procession, those days, history has it that the king can marry from among them, and they always applaud the families where they march from. We have ornaments here. We have them in Ife, Owo, and Benin. They are used for, personal adornment during socio-cultural ceremonies. Likewise, all these armbangles. This number 4 here is from Owo. This is Benin, Ife, Owo.
So we have this Owo, Benin, Ife.
Owo. Another outpost. It is the height of the building. The beam, it will be carrying the beam. What we are showcasing now is the royal costume, common among the two cultures. Benin. You can see how they lavishly use beads on their blouses. This is portrayed the fact that there must have been a meeting point.
A meeting point.
Yeah.
Is there any story about the meeting point between Ife, Benin, and Owo?
History has it that both of them came from Ife.
Benin and Owo. They came from Ife.
Owo. The king of Owo was the junior brother to the Oba of Benin. We have brass bells. They are found on the shrine or altar of our forebears. For a ritual object, they are ritual objects. They are used to arouse the spirit.
So this is for Ile-Ife.
Yeah.
This is for
Owo and Benin. Yeah. You find them on their altar where they use them for arousing the spirit of their ancestors. We are talking about ram head concept here. Ife, Owo, Benin. You see, Owo, Benin. Yeah, this is terracotta ram head. It's wooden ram head.
So where were these things placed?
They are often found on the altars or their shrine where they worship their god. The three cultures.
Does it signify anything? Why
Yeah.
the ram head?
It signifies power, justice, authority, and fairness.
So because they signify all of this, they are put in
the
shrine.
shrine.
Do you find them in the king's palace?
Yeah.
Just beside the king?
And even in some quarters, quarters where you have the priests that will be attending to the believers, where they will converge on such shrine to worship their god. This is Irokefa, definition tapa. They are used the same way the umbrellas to arouse the spirit of their ancestors. This is elephant tusk, Eyinri.
Elephant tusk for the two.
Yeah, these are the concretes here.
Or what people call their own
Irokefa,
and Benin,
Akeni. So still talking about similarity, facial serration here, running line from head to shin, Ife, or Benin. So we are trying to spotlight the similarities. So using it to preach the gospel of peaceful coexistence. See, this is
the facial mark.
These are keloid on Benin object. This is Owo. This one was excavated from Owo here. Keloid.
They had to be on the head. Why? I thought the marks were supposed to be for.
No, this is why you find keloid in Benin objects.
In Benin objects, they are up, but Owo was just above the eye.
What we are trying to say, not where it is spotted, but the fact that they have a keloid. Here we have ceremonial swords. We have two types of swords here. The ones on the wall for ceremonies, while the ones on the floor for pronouncement of authority. With the king, for example, those days, when the king decides and he raises the sword up and drops it headlong, everybody will say, Kabis, that means it is final. Nobody seeks redress. Number 3, which is Ebe, is Benin.
Ebe.
While number 4 is Akpe.
Akpe.
They are used for socio-cultural ceremonies.
So the king comes out during the ceremonies and dances.
If there's any socio-cultural ceremony, the king could come out with this.
Okay.
Besides that, it's not only king that uses this.
Okay, who else uses it?
The people in the town can use it. For example, you want to do burial, you hold this agada to dance around the.
So a commoner could use it for.
Yes. But this one, even now.
Now.
But these ones are for authority, not any common.
So do they still use this,
they do.
These things now?
Yes. If you have your aged father burial, high personage dies, high chief, even a layman, so it's no law holds you back.
Holds you from using this ceremonial swords.
Yes. We have a lot of commonalities with Benin. Benin has Uselu. We have Ushelu, where Ojakoko is situated. Benin has Iogbe. We have Enyogbe. Iogbe quarters there. Benin has Idaiken. We have Idaniken street here, and so on and so forth.
So many similarities. You said the Oba of Benin was the elder brother to the Olowo of Owo.
There's a place in Ovia local government. That place they are called Museumm. People are called Museumm people. They speak predominantly Owo. So you can see how similarities. This one is a costume. Wow. The idea was imported to by Crown Prince Oshogboye, who went to Benin to understudy one of his brothers. At the time he was coming back, a souvenir of this type was given to him. Wow. And he brought it to Owo, so our people love it. History has it that it became, long time ago, part of their traditional toga, even up to this day. It's often used during Ajo festival, another traditional socio-cultural ceremony, like the burial of maybe high chief. It is not all the chief that can put it on, except those the king have given the, permission. It is called Orufana costume. When we talk about the culture of the people, their culture is an aspect. We have musical instruments here, Olushekwe, flute. Osuji, Bembe, wooden sansa. This is the oldest guitar of those days.
It doesn't look anything like what we have now.
No, yes.
At all.
I bet it was playing the role of what you are having now. So this shekere, this gong.
Yeah, we still have the shekere today. We have the gong.
This is the commonest musical instrument in Owo.
What is this?
It's called osege. Osege. You see, you use the round object. You use the round object to rattle the, the stick or the wood, and it will be making sound. These are marks were being used for masquerading those days, and the masquerades were playing a lot of role in the society. That is, they were being used for social control. You see, if there's any incessant disturbance in a particular community, the king can decide the particular masquerade that will come out to invoke the spirit of their ancestor. Besides that, they were using them for healing.
For healing?
Yeah.
How?
If a child is, those days are 4 years, every ailment or sickness of any child, they believe is bewitchment. So they will make a masquerade that has animal grotesque feature, fearful looking masquerade to come out and grab the child. When you grab the child will be struggling, crying. All of a sudden you see him or her sweating, but eventually he had malaria.
Once you start sweating, that means it's fine.
Black. That's our own assumption. But they were using it that way, and it was working for them.
So this mark.
They are from this thing is too illuminated.
Number 1 says the water spirit head.
From Ijuakpoi, Bobini, Okitipupa.
Number this is
from my
headdress.
from Mahin.
Okonyelu.
Okunyelu. No, from Mahin.
Okay. This is
This is
Ikini.
You're getting it. Ikini from Mahin too.
Ikini.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. This is another Ikini.
Ikini. This one is Eki.
Eki.
Yeah, from Mahin too. So other ones are here. We have Ekpa marks from places like Ekiti, Ijesha, Kaba, Oshogbo, and some eastern part of Yoruba land, such as Ondo, Oyo, Ekiti, and the rest.
Ondo, Oyo, Ekiti,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Kogi State.
Yeah.
So this one is from Ekiti.
This is from
Ekpa
Ekiti.
marks.
Ekpa marks. So they believe that they use the one side of the face to take care of their offsprings, and the other side to connect the great beyond.
So this is Janus head.
Object, a mark that has another object on top.
Object on top.
Yeah.
Those are called Janus heads.
We have marks from over here. That one is monkey, akato. All these marks are used for masquerading. Louis Google Festival, This one is buffalo, efon, arege, and urugu. Some of these masquerades are very hostile, especially this, the other one, and this.
The buffalo.
Yeah. They throw stick or stone
At people.
people that follow them or, following them, during the festival. Okay, these are some of the hunting implements. We have the dingon, we have the spear, and we have the wooden bow here.
The wooden bow with string.
Yeah.
It's called the offer.
Offer, yeah.
The arrows
These are the quiver.
are called offer as well.
Offer too, yes.
So
This is dingon. We have a pottery here. Our people who are into ceramic work, again, you can be seen the creativity and the ingenuity of our forebears.
So this is uru, used for
Storing
of
water and palm wine. Now this one
for
for agere, they use, you can see, as you be seeing, storage of, yeah.
religious uses. And that one was used for storing water
And palm wine. This one is to
for
storing
washing
melon.
Melon seeds, egusi.
See, this one
Also,
water.
this is a bigger one.
You can see the finesse and the finishing.
They were all made here before.
Oh, yeah. So we have the costliest ashoke variety in our. It's called Shegoshen.
Shego shen.
What is-
Most costly.
Yeah. It is, everything about this is locally made, from the making of the thread to weaving, finishing on a local loom like this. It is used by high personages, high chiefs during sociocultural ceremonies, burials, ajo, and so on and so forth. This is chainmail ewiri.
Earring.
See, this type of chainmail was made in Egypt some time back. It was acquired by Pasolawas of the 18th century, you see, and presented in Olawas Palace. See, a chainmail element leather traps is just like that of Bono. This one, just like Bono from Bono. Again, it can be seen the kind of the technology of our forebears without any foreign influence for them to
Made locally.
make it locally, and you see, it is used for warfare. The time they were using this, they were not yet using denko. They were using haru, machete, and the rest. So it cannot pierce into their system. It cannot terminate their existence. It cannot pierce into their system. This is a kind of masquerade called aladoko.
Aladoko.
Masquerade come out, from months of from February to late May. This one is a peaceful masquerade.
Okay.
With this honest in his hand, during his procession, he prays for people, and people make vow. He prays for barren people, and gifts are given to him in quote, either in kind or in
So it comes out
cash.
once every year.
Yeah. We have here Aku.
Ako.
It represents second burial in our. It is for high, well-to-do people.
Okay, but
Because of the cost that follow the practice.
Why do we have the woman?
Okay, this is an effigy of one important figure in the past. When such person is alive, his effigy will be carved. When he dies, the real body will be buried. The family will now decide a reburial. So when they will now exhibit this effigy around the town. Everywhere they stop, they must slaughter a cow.
A cow?
Yeah.
Everywhere they stop.
They have to visit their family members, their whatever relations. So everywhere they stop, they slaughter a cow. This one was carved in 1943. This is the effigy of the late great-grandmother of late Sichasere Adetola.
Great-grandmother.
Yeah. So it is called Ako. You can see they are not soldiers, but see they are maid servants.
Maid servants.
They are often buried with the effigy.
How many of them?
If as many as they decide to bury with the effigy.
Okay, so this only takes place when the person is really wealthy.
Be wealthy. Because they believe she may need a helping hand as it transits from here to the great beyond.
Wow.
This is ancestral shrine, Ojuebo. Like I did say over there, our forebears, they were serving God to the best of their knowledge. So there are places where they converge on to worship their God. Such is this ancestral shrine, where you have predominantly ram heads. Like I told you over there, justice, fairness. So that's why you can see the horn symbolizes power and so on. So they will converge on such shrine. The priest will conduct the service in court. And then, besides that, anybody that has treasure can bring it for safety here. Maybe you have gold, you have money.
So
it will be kept. It will be kept.
In those spaces.
Yeah. So that's about the length of our talk.